Okay, let's talk about a word you hear thrown around all the time, karma. But here's the thing. What if the way we almost always use it as some kind of cosmic payback is completely missing the point? Today, we're going to bust three huge myths to get to the Buddha's original teaching, which is actually way more powerful. I mean, you've heard this a million times, right? Someone cuts you off in traffic and you think, oh, karma's going to get you. It's this idea that some invisible force is keeping tabs, just waiting to deliver a little payback. It's a super common and really sticky idea. Exactly. We have this picture in our heads of a giant cosmic scoreboard in the sky. Maybe there's some all-powerful judge keeping a running tally of all our good deeds and our bad deeds. You do something good, you get a point. You do something bad, you lose a point. And sooner or later, the universe is going to settle that score. But is that really what this ancient concept is all about? A system of reward and punishment from some force outside of ourselves? Well, the short answer is nope, not at all. The Buddha's actual teaching is way more subtle, and honestly, a lot more useful. So let's dive right in and tackle the biggest myth of all, the idea that karma is basically fate, some unchangeable destiny that's already been written for you. This is probably the #1 misunderstanding, and it really robs the teaching of its power. To really get this, we have to go back to the original word. The Buddha spoke a language called Pali, and the word he used was kamma, and its literal translation is simply volitional action. That's it. Not fate, not cosmic justice, just action that is driven by your own intention. It's all about the choices you make. And this chart right here just nails the difference. On one side, you have the popular idea of fate, an external, unchangeable force that kind of locks you into a specific path. But on the other side, you have kamma as intention, an internal principle that says your choices, right here in this moment, are what shape your life. It's not about what happens to you, it's about the quality of the intention behind what you do. Okay, so if it's not fate, and we're the ones in charge through our intentions, does that just bring us back to a simple scoreboard? Is the whole game just about racking up more good choices than bad ones? No, not even close. And that brings us right to our second myth. The real teaching on karma goes way beyond some simple black and white good versus evil scorecard. It's actually way more nuanced than that. The Buddha actually talked about 4 kinds of volitional action. Now, the first 3, they pretty much make intuitive sense, right? You've got actions with dark intentions that lead to dark results, like suffering. You've got actions with bright intentions that lead to bright results, like happiness. And of course, you've got mixed actions, which, you guessed it, lead to mixed results. Pretty straightforward. But this fourth one, oh, this is the real game changer. Kamma that is neither dark nor bright. This refers to a very specific kind of intention, the intention to let go of the whole cycle. It's the action that actually leads to the end of kamma, the one that unwinds that entire chain of cause and effect. And this is not a passive thing at all. This karma that ends karma is a very active path. It's the volitional act of cultivating skillful qualities, things like wisdom and compassion. For Buddhists, this is the whole point of the Noble Eightfold Path. It's a practical guide for how to live in a way that frees your mind from that endless cycle of action and result. And all of this leads us straight to the third and maybe the most disempowering myth of them all. This idea that we're basically helpless victims of our past, just trapped by the consequences of things we might not even remember doing. Think about it like this for a second. Your ability to learn anything new, a language, an instrument, whatever, is proof that your present intentions can literally overwrite your past conditioning. You weren't good at guitar yesterday, but that doesn't doom you to be bad at it forever, right? Your focused practice today is what changes your ability tomorrow. Kamma works exactly the same way. So here's the crucial shift. Karma isn't a prison sentence where you're just passively serving time for past mistakes. It's a natural principle, kind of like gravity, that you can learn to work with. It's a skill you can actually master, where you actively use your present intentions to create a better, more skillful future for yourself. So when we strip away all these myths, what are we left with? It's a profoundly empowering message, really. You are not a pawn in some grand cosmic game. You are in the driver's seat. This is the fundamental shift in perspective. You get to move from being a victim of the past, defined and trapped by everything that's already happened, to being a creator of the future, defined by the choices, the intentions, and the actions you take in this very moment. Ultimately, this is the heart of the Buddhist teaching on kamma. Sure, the past creates the conditions of the present moment, but it is your action in the present that is the most powerful force. Your present intention is the most significant factor there is in shaping what comes next. And that really just leaves us all with a simple, but pretty powerful question. If your future isn't sealed by fate, and if you truly have the power to shape your reality with every choice you make, what intention will you choose to put into the world right now?